You might be aware about the many boot camps for coding that have been popping up, at least across the U.S. I'm not sure about other countries, but they've been very popular as a college substitute, claiming that you can, in usually 12 to 16 weeks, go from hardly any coding experience to ready to be hired for an entry-level position. And one that is, at least in my region, my area, which is Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, and one that seems to have a lot of notoriety is called Tech Elevator. They have still a 90+%, I believe it's placement in the field, so that their graduates, they have like a 90% graduate rate, 90+% placement within some months. I don't know the exact statistic. I just know that in the beginning, virtually all the coding boot camps could claim that, and most of them have dropped off to be 50% placement or sometimes even less. So it seems to be perhaps the best one in my area. They just increased the price this year from $14,000 to $16,000. They go over Java, .NET, SQL, and I think there is some dabbling in other languages in the course. I don't exactly know all of what's taught, nor do I even really understand what all of that means. I just have some vague idea that SQL is a database language, but I couldn't tell you the difference between the others. Someone close to me has acquired the materials because they went through this whole program. And I'd been interested in this for a long time and thought about it. And I was like, well, I could do this boot camp, fork over 16 grand, and, just go through it as one would. Or this person close to me, I don't know if I want to necessarily reveal who they are at the moment. So we'll see if any sort of publicity might backfire into them. I don't think it will. But they have all the book, the slides, the exercises, empty and completed, all that one would need to go through this course. And so I figured, well, I could use $16,000 toward my living expenses. That should get me at least 6 months, if I'm being careful with my spending. And then I can teach myself coding, as I've seen many people do, at least online. I don't know many people who have purely self-taught, although I do know people who have largely self-taught. So a little bit of background on me, very brief, is that I just quit my job as a freight broker, which are the people who basically tell trucks where they go. Trucks, they need loads. They wind up in Nebraska and they're like, hey, how the hell do I get out of here? And then a broker like me, finds them a load and gets them hopefully where they need to be, if not close. And I take a bit of the margin. And so that's what I was doing for a while. I was actually very good at it, made a good bit of money. I grew my customer base up to the point where if I would have worked this whole year, it's August right now. If I would have worked this whole year, I would have been at just about a 6-figure income, maybe borderline. But I just quit my job in the end of July, so a week ago. Today is August 9th. So obviously I didn't make 6 figures yet, but I was saving up money for this project that I've been planning for a few months. And the idea here, this is day one. And to go over my coding experience, let me do that first. I know nearly nothing at all. I have just vague ideas, this like recollection of things that I've just Googled. And it's like there's things called strings, which I think are words or phrases, or if you put numbers into them, it's not used mathematically. It's just like a title, I think. Those things called strings used in coding. There's floats, which I believe are numbers. There's integers, which I believe are numbers. I think they're whole numbers. I think they're called ints. I'm running out of things already. I know there's the phrase if-then statements, which conceptually makes sense to me. Like I said, I know SQL, as far as I understand it, is a database language. But I'm telling you, it's just completely nebulous ideas all around in my mind, and I have nothing to really attach them to. I don't understand what they mean as far as how to use them at all. So that's about where I am right now. I'm pretty clueless going into this. I actually think most people who start the coding boot camps have much more of a handle on programming in general than I do. So I at least have that disadvantage. And I have the disadvantage that I don't have the team of like teachers. I don't have some of these. I was talking to this person who had completed the program, and they told me that some of the exercises, there are mini, what are they called? Capstone projects where you would team up with a partner, or for the final capstone, you team up with 3 other partners. You have a group of 4 and spend 2 weeks making a capstone. It's just going to be me doing this. So although the idea for Tech Elevator is it's 14 weeks, I don't know how long this is going to take me. Hopefully not the whole 6 months. Hopefully it'll be shorter than that. So I'm going to see what I can do. But this is day 1. Like I said, August 9th. The target is that I'll have an entry-level job inside of 6 months. So that would be, for those of you who don't want to do the math, it'd be basically January, sometime in January, before February, I should have a job. What else? I already booked a vacation because my last job, I never got a break. That's part of the reason I quit. I booked a trip to Mexico for all of December and some of January. So I'm actually trying to get my coding stuff done by December, which is, I think, 14 to 16 weeks, something like that. If not, I could always code while in Mexico on vacation, a couple hours a day, then go to the beach in the afternoon. Don't bite my tongue. And that's where I'm looking. So I'm really all in here. I already bought the plane tickets. Already left my job. Don't have a lateral move to go from here. I'd be back to an entry-level position, because in freight brokerage, you're supposed to move with your portfolio, which I don't have. I was managing a portfolio for the company. It's kind of like insurance, where you show up at the new job and you say, hey, these are all my customers, and that's why I'm valuable. Pay me a bunch of money. But I can't do that. I just have the basic skill set. So yeah, I pretty much have put all my chips in on this. So and another point, I'll say the goal to make slightly more specificity inside of my goal is that inside of 6 months, I'll land. It'll still be an entry-level junior coding position, but my goal is at least $50,000 a year salary, which is half of what I was making before, but it's at least what generally a skilled position would entail. I don't think someone who has no coding experience could land a $50,000 a year job easily, but I could be wrong. So, okay. I should have recorded this video yesterday, because today, like I said, is genuinely day 1. I'm going to start coding right after I'm done clicking on stop recording. So I'm going to say goodbye because I'm already behind. I gotta grind right now. So wish me luck, or ask a question if you have one in the comments, and I may answer you. I'm going to try and post these videos at least weekly. This is going to help me, I believe, with accountability, and maybe the word vomiting will help me notice what I am understanding as far as concepts go and what I am just pretending to understand. And hopefully I can move more of one into the other category. More understanding, the better. So thanks for watching. I hope this works. Bye-bye.